It's strange how some memories never fade. No matter how many years pass, no matter how far life takes you, there are moments that stay burned into your mind. The smell of the trees, the sound of train tracks under your feet, the feeling of being young and thinking the world was still yours to figure out. That summer was one of those moments. Four boys, 12 years old. The kind of age when you're old enough to dream about the future, but still young enough to believe in magic. They weren't the popular kids or the strongest. They were just each other's people. The ones who fit together because they didn't fit anywhere else. And then one day they heard a rumor, a body, somewhere out past the tracks. A boy their age, missing for days. The kind of story that adults whisper about, but kids turn into legend. So they decided to find it. Not for fame, not for reward, but because at 12, death is a mystery you can almost look at, but not yet understand. They packed food, a few dollars, a deck of cards, and set off down the rails. The kind of journey that feels endless and important because it's the first one you've ever chosen for yourself. Along the way, they talked about their parents, their dreams, their fears. They joked, they argued, they dared each other to be brave. And beneath it all, they were learning what it means to grow up. 1 mile, one secret, one step at a time. There was laughter and danger, too. A bridge too high, a train too close, a night too dark to sleep without pretending you weren't scared. But there was also something else. A bond forming quietly between them, something bigger than friendship, something like brotherhood. Because on that road, they weren't just looking for a dead body. They were looking for proof that the world was real, that life had meaning, that even when it hurt, they could face it together. When they finally found what they were looking for, it wasn't what they expected. There it was, a boy, still, silent, frozen in time. In that moment, everything shifted. The laughter stopped. The world got smaller, and they realized that growing up isn't something that happens slowly. It happens all at once, in a single moment when you see something you can't unsee. They made a choice that day, not to take credit, not to make it about themselves, but to give the boy back his dignity. They walked home changed. They didn't talk about it again. They didn't need to. Years passed. They drifted apart. Different schools, different towns, different lives. But that summer never left them. Because there are friendships that fade and there are friendships that shape who you become. And sometimes you don't realize which kind you had until it's long gone. Looking back, he remembers their faces, the jokes, the courage, the way the sun looked that day. He realizes he never had friends like that again. Not ever. And maybe no one does. Because growing up means learning to carry the ghosts of your childhood, the ones who made you brave, who taught you how to stand up, who showed you what it means to really care. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you can still hear the train, still feel the dirt under your shoes, still see four boys walking down a track towards something they can't explain. Innocence fading with every step, but friendship holding them together for just one perfect summer. Can you guess the movie?